The world will see you the way you see you and treat you the way you treat yourself. Beyonce. When Get Rich or Die Trying was released, I still had one foot very much in the streets. That connection to struggle made me very relatable. Once I achieved success on the highest level, however, that connection was lost. With fame and fortune, I stopped being human. I was closer to a comic book character than someone with real feelings. The perception was that if you cut me, I wouldn't bleed. Over time, I've been able to let go of any resentment connected to the perception that I'm not susceptible to the same pains, fears, and disappointments as everyone else. I accepted that there were certain assumptions about me that I wasn't going to be able to change. What I could do, however, was hustle smarter to make those perceptions work in my favor. I noticed a trend in how the media covers me. When I'm killing it, I'm known as the music mogul 50 Cent. Let something go bad, and then I'm the rapper 50 Cent. It would have been easy to develop a negative fixation about that irregularity. Instead, I saw an opportunity. By referring to me as a rapper when I do something controversial, the press offers me a kind of freedom, one that other people in my position don't have. We live in a climate where most people are openly afraid to speak their minds, especially those of power and influence. They're worried that if they say the wrong thing on social media or in the press, they'll lose something, an endorsement, a role, friends, maybe even their careers. They'll be canceled. I never worry about being canceled. I've been transparent about my issues from day one, so the expectations aren't the same for me as they are for my peers. There's an acceptance that I was messed up to start with. When I do say something wild, being labeled as the rapper 50 Cent becomes my shield. Any cancellation talk bounces right off it. Even the most critical voices out there will concede that's just 50 being 50. That freedom to be myself, warts and all, has become incredibly valuable. One of the greatest tools at my disposal is my Instagram page, which has 25 million followers. Why do so many people mess with my page? Because it's always popping off. They gravitate to it because it's raw, unfiltered, and actually run by me. There's no publicist overseeing my posts, telling me what to take down, or a 25-year-old social media manager sitting in a cubicle trying to think of how to make a promotional post sound like me. It's a true reflection of me on each and every day. Very few of my peers can say that. Here's the twist. The popularity of my page has been one of the driving forces behind the success of Power and my subsequent mega deal with Stars. When the press wrote about that deal, I damn sure wasn't the rapper 50 Cent. My hustle had shifted the perception. Curtis Jackson, the mogul, the businessman, and entertainment executive, is who made that Stars deal happen. Now that I recognize the advantages it brings, I'm comfortable with being known as both 50 Cent and Curtis Jackson. 50 Cent is the perception, Curtis Jackson is the reality. That doesn't mean 50 Cent is fake, not at all. 90% of the things I've rapped about, I've lived. Not to mention that there are plenty of things that I've lived through that haven't shown up in my music. I can now use the persona of 50 Cent, the persona I earned the hard way, to my advantage, to both protect and elevate Curtis Jackson. The greatest fear many people have is just being themselves. There are probably some of you listening to this book hoping that you can become the next 50 Cent. If that sounds like you, let go of that intention. Being me is not going to fit your journey, and neither is trying to be anyone else. When you pattern yourself too closely after another person, you're putting weak, ineffectual energy out into the world. You're running away from your most inexhaustible power supply, being yourself. What I want you to take from this chapter is an understanding about how presenting your best possible version of yourself is going to have an incredible impact on your success. Influencing how people perceive you doesn't make you fake. It doesn't make you phony. It makes you someone who knows how to control energy to your advantage.